I believe that it's all about
nature of what the nature of this is all about.
when we accomplish our goals.
When we accomplish our goals,
We get them to the point where your goals will be.
we get to the point where your goals will be.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right. Tara, you want to say
No. I have a clarifying question. So is this committee?
Asking the GA
to endorse that with the understanding
that your committee
will take the lead on that action.
Yes.
Yes.
And we would like
And we would like
to see this proposal on the home page of the website.
on the home page of the website.
I had a clarifying question.
I had a
Clarifying question.
I've tried to listen to what you say,
I tried to listen to what you say,
and it sounds to me very close to a demand, which is contrary
contrary
to the mission of the occupation,
as I see it.
and I would like to know if that's true.
And I would like to know if that's true.
This is not a demand.
This is not a demand.
It is a proposal
And a request
that our representatives become aware of what we want to accomplish
and support our goals.
Just additional point. Not all of us have representatives. Because not all of us
Are citizens.
myself included.
I understand. So, mic check.
Mic check.
Can I see another temperature check
Can I see another temperature check
about this proposal?
about this proposal?
Maybe it would be good to hear again from people of disagreement. I feel
This huge proposal for a rather small General Assembly to put through, especially putting it
On the home page
of the website, which is supposed to represent the collective.
We are the collective. Yes.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I hear and appreciate. And respect and agree. With a number of aspects. Of this proposal.
I understand, but he's not original part of the one.
Thank you.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I feel this would be best utilized. As one bullet point. Of one major issue. With one major approach. To that one bullet issue. That this entire movement. Should be focusing on. I do not hear anything. About healthcare. I do not hear anything. About environmental sustainability. I do not hear anything. About so on and so forth. But I do think. This is a great starting point. That we should consider. Adding this to a proposed. Master list. To be obtained. At a later date.
We have obtained it. So we have a direct response.
Direct response. This proposal is not a catch-all for everything. I agree that there are a lot of other issues.
that
we should pay attention to.
But we have to start somewhere.
And this proposal covers a start for the banking issues.
And this proposal covers a start for the banking issues.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I have a point of information.
I have a point of information
That may be relevant.
that may be relevant.
I believe Saturday, November 5th.
I believe Saturday, November 5th.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
On the date.
On the date.
But we're going to be working.
But we're going to be working
to come up with three. Main grievances.
Main grievances.
Maybe that would be a good time.
That would be a good time
to bring up this major grievance.
to bring up this major grievance.
Mic check.
Mic check.
There's no reason.
There's no reason
to delay. This proposal.
This proposal.
If we're looking for three.
Looking for three
items. There are many items that we can pay attention to. If we keep delaying, nothing ever gets done. So let's get this proposal approved by the General Assembly.
Mic check. I'd like to take a temperature check. About whether or not you think that we need to continue this discussion, or if we should move to a vote. All those who want to continue this discussion, can I see your hands? All those who would like to move it to a vote, can I see your hands? I think that we should move this to a vote. Does anybody disagree?
Point of process.
Oh, sorry.
Mic check.
Mic check.
What about disagreements? Or blocks.
Did I say disagree?
That'll come up in the vote. Yeah.
Sure. Sustained.
So, at this point, we're going to take a vote. We went over the hand signals earlier. And so at this point, I'd like to see hands up for those who want to move forward with this proposal. Shaky fingers. We have a point of process.
So yes, mic check.
The
way we're going to do this. If you approve, do this. If you disagree, do this. If you block, do this. So what do we feel?
On this side right now.
Mic check. I see several disagreements.
Mic check. Part of the interruption. But apparently the police are ticketing people who parked in the red area over there. Just a heads up. Move your cars now. You're going to get ticketed.
Part of the interruption.
Lock right.
So mic check. We have something very serious. A block. Let's hear about this.
On the website, under the calendar section, we've scheduled a week-long discussion of the 3 points that are going to represent the collective. I think that something like this should be handled in that process. Also, the website represents everyone to the world. I think something like this should be discussed at great length before it represents everyone here and everyone who's part of this movement and isn't here now. That's how I feel.
This proposal
has been on Facebook
at least 6 times over the last 4 or 5 days. Therefore, if you are surprised about it,
you should be
keeping track
You should be keeping track
of what's going on.
What's going on Facebook.
Second of all.
Second of all.
This is the General Assembly.
This is the General Assembly.
This is the group that determines.
This is the group that determines
what Occupy Phoenix supports.
What Occupy Phoenix supports.
The fact that there may be other proposals.
There may be other proposals.
Should not affect this proposal.
Should not affect this proposal.
We have plenty of things.
We have plenty of things
to be upset about.
To be upset about.
None of them
comes close
to banks.
To banks.
Now, if you're going to block this, then I expect never to see you here again.
Point of process. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I'd like to explain.
A
little bit about.
How
the consensus-based decision decision-making model.
How the consensus-based decision-making model
works.
As you as a newbie, we understand.
In this process,
we
go by full consensus. That means
that
we don't need everybody to agree. We need everybody.
To be able to live.
With the decision.
In this process,
if one person cannot live with that decision, that decision does not move forward. That means this is a very powerful process. One person has the power to stop an entire decision moving forward. That is what a block is.
A block is meant
to stop the decision
from
moving forward. That does not mean that it could come back later. That it could not come back later. What it means is that it needs to come off the table. Perhaps go through more discussion. Perhaps go through some changes. And then it can be represented. At another General Assembly. But because we had a block today, we're going to move forward. Because this decision has been blocked from moving forward. Let's move forward.
So he had a block too. Do you have to be heard?
The fact is, 99%, whoever started with Wall Street, over here, bump the noise because we are not a conglomerate thing.
So mic check. This process can be very difficult. Sometimes tension rises. But that's all right. As long as we remember that we're in this together. And even if we disagree, we still have love. Because we are all the 99%. And we're choosing to not use the easiest process. But a process that is respectful. Of even minority voices. So let's keep positive. Let's stay positive.
I don't understand why some people think it's impossible to change our minds and our statements at later dates when deemed necessary by the General Assembly. If we make a statement now, we can change it at another day.
Friendly amendment? It might handle the block.
No, it's already been.
Okay.
So, mic check. The next thing is working group. Report back. If you're on a committee/working group. And have something to say. About the work your group is doing. Please get on stack.
Anybody else?